Hello again. Thank you so much for watching. Today we'll be discussing how to start your commercial real estate loan brokerage. So many of my viewers are just getting into the space, and today we were just going to go over exactly what to avoid and where you should start out when you're starting your brokerage. Before we get started, if you please hit the subscribe button, it helps me a lot in those YouTube algorithms. And then also, if you haven't already done so, if you are a commercial loan broker, check out our Patreon account. I post every every presentation there, as well as a lot of exclusive content that helps our commercial loan brokers succeed. On to it. So how to start your commercial real estate loan brokerage is very simple. There's 3 simple steps that I outline for everyone I work with. And it goes like this. So the very first step is to find 3 nationwide lenders. The next step is to create a website, some sort of online presence. And the third step is simply to sell your lender's products, sell their products. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into each one of these points individually, dive into them, and conclude. So here we go. So step 1, as we stated earlier, it's find 3 nationwide lenders. So the first question you should probably be asking yourself is, why 3 nationwide lenders? Well, let's jump into it. I say 3 because there's typically only 3 different types of deals that you're going to be seeing in the space you're in this commercial real estate space. Number 1, you're going to be seeing fix and flip deals. So a lot of real estate investors trying to churn out properties, flip them, sell them, flip them, sell them, flip them, sell them. And you're going to need a lender that fulfills that product. So you want to find first your fix and flip lender, just one nationwide lender that does fix and flips. This is typically a hard money lender. Your second is going to be your long-term deals. So keeping it simple, you want a lender that does no income verification, long-term loans. So these are your 30-year notes. And the reason why you want someone that does a 30-year note at no income verification is because a lot of these fix and flip lenders, borrowers, will often want to also accumulate rental properties because that's the retirement strategy. So while they're flipping, sometimes they'll rehab a property and throw a renter in there, and they'll need somebody for that exit strategy. So you want to nail down your second lender, which is a long-term lender giving out 30-year notes. And also you want to make sure that it's no income verification. And the reason why is because if that fix and flipper wants a 30-year note, the first thing they're going to do is go to their bank. The bank's going to give them a super good rate at 30 years, but sometimes those flippers don't qualify for bank financing. So the lender that you give them for a 30-year note better not have similar underwriting guidelines as a bank. You want them to have very simple underwriting guidelines. And the reason being is because they just got denied by a bank. So they need to get simple underwriting, but still get that 30-year rental loan that they're looking for. So hopefully I didn't divert too long into this point, but it's very important, very simple 30-year term lenders. It's your long-term lender. And then finally, you're going to have your commercial bridge deals. So this is just like your fix and flip lender, or your fix and flip borrowers who are flipping properties 1 to 4 units. But in this case, these are bigger deals. These are like your ground up construction commercial deals where you got a borrower who wants to buy some land, develop it, sell it office space, or even just a commercial property that needs a little bit of renovation. And then after that, they're going to turn it into a 30-year note, or they're going to sell it. So at the end of the spectrum, you want that commercial bridge lender, someone who does commercial real estate, not just those typical fix and flip loans. You want someone who does commercial. So 3 property types, 3 deals that you're typically going to see. And so what that means is 3 nationwide lenders, fix and flip, long-term deals, and then commercial bridge loans. Next point here, you want to make sure we're finding the lender first, then finding the borrowers to match. The reason why we're finding our nationwide lenders first is because you do not want to be talking to borrowers and getting sucked into the goose chase of trying to find a lender to match the borrower. Okay, very important. You're going to waste a lot of time if you are looking for borrowers to broker loans for, but you don't already know where you're going to place them. What that does, it puts you in a very, very precarious situation where you will be running around looking for a lender for possibly a loan that cannot be funded. There are loans out there that simply can't be funded. And it would be doing you a disservice by wasting time, and would be doing your borrower a disservice by taking them on as a client if you don't already have a lender that fits the box. So do not go the other direction. Trust me. You want to find your lenders and advertise their products. You do not want to go the opposite direction, finding borrowers and trying to advertise a borrower to a bunch of lenders. It just doesn't work out. So anyways, I hope this first point makes sense to you. If you want to broker commercial real estate loans, find 3 lenders. And I say 3 because you want to keep it very simple for yourself. You need to be able to say yes, and you need to be able to say no to every borrower that comes through your door. And if you have 3 lenders that you're very comfortable with, you understand every part of their underwriting, you're going to have more success. So stick to just 3 that do 3 separate things that fulfill the full spectrum of the commercial real estate space. On to step 2, create a website. This is very self-explanatory. Why do we need a website? Well, obviously the client needs to see an online presence. They're not just going to give their income documentation just to any old Joe who gives them a call. You need to have a business email. This is also important. It's the exact same thing as establishing an online presence. We're just trying to establish a legitimacy to your startup business. So any startup out there obviously will be opening up a website and giving themselves a business email. And then this final point, future growth. You need to have a business email and a website so you can hire brokers or hire processors, hire people to help you grow. So again, we're trying to bring legitimacy to your startup business. Now, the final step, step 3, is to just sell the lender products. Now, big question I get is, hey, John, how do I sell these products? And so I get a lot of questions. Oh, should I be doing Facebook advertising? What do you think about LinkedIn? This is what I think. I think you should be calling, emailing, and networking. Every moment you do not spend on the phone, either trying to call a prospect or a referral partner to bring you business, you are losing money. Every second you're not following up with an email after you've called somebody, you are losing money. And every second you are not networking in the real estate space, the commercial real estate space, real estate investors, networking with referral partners within the real estate space, like accountants who work with business owners who file their investment tax returns, right? Every second you're not spending on these 3 tasks, calling, emailing, and networking, you're losing money. Now, the big thing I recommend to every startup that's doing commercial real estate loans, this type of brokering, I would avoid paid advertising at all costs. Here's the reason why. Number 1, you're a startup. Okay, you don't have that much money to budget into this. And even if you do, say you're retiring or what have you, you still want to open up this brokerage, you got a good nest egg. Just think about who you are competing with when you're paying for paid advertising. You're competing with lenders who have millions and millions of dollars to budget to marketing, right? So you're competing against very large firms. So as a broker, your edge is to be on the ground floor, talking to people, networking to investors, and working these deals on the ground floor. It is not your job to do paid advertising. Let the big boys do that, and you come in and do all the ground floor work. Avoid it at all costs. I know even if you don't want to get on the phone, trust me, the whole idea here is you need to avoid the goose chase. Let's go back a slide. Again, avoid the goose chase. Very important. And remember, the more you're talking to people, the more you're emailing people about the 3 products you have at the start, obviously you're not going to be able to answer a lot of questions, but the more you're talking to people, the more questions you're going to receive and the better you're going to get at pitching the product. If you get a client and they're a good fit, but you haven't been pitching the product over and over again, how do you expect to sell that product when it comes to the finish line? You can't. You can't sell it unless you know it, and you can't know it unless you're out there talking to people and getting those tough questions ironed out so you can become an expert. So anyways, I hope this helped you guys a lot. If it did, once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell just to help me get my word out there. And then finally, if you are a commercial real estate loan broker right now, check out our Patreon account. There's a lot of valuable material there. Every PowerPoint gets posted there. I have a 1,000 lender list in there for searchable deals, everything you can get in there. So give me a call. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.